What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy T back with another video. I'm gonna react to a face-off between Jaishankar exchanging sharp words with British Foreign Secretary over sanctions on Russia. Let's check it out. Much love to you guys. It is all about protecting each country's assets, protecting each country's interests and all that. So basically, tell me what you think in the comment section down below, and we'll talk about it. I'll reply you as well. Let's go.
If you look at the major buyers of oil and gas from Russia, I think you'd find most of them are in Europe.
And necessarily, dependency on energy or dependency on technology takes time to address.
Month of March, Europe has bought, I think, 15% more oil and gas from Russia.
India is a sovereign nation. I'm not going to tell India what to do.
Okay.
We've seen for some time what looks almost like a campaign on this issue.
I feel like this is going to be hot. These are both diplomats, and like they know what to do. They know how to reply, how to say their things. That's why they're in these offices here. So tell me what you guys think. This is just a small part of the conversation.
I think it's very important, though, that we respect other countries' decisions about the issues that they face. India is a sovereign nation. I'm not going to tell India what to do. What I've said is, as a member of the UK government that has signed up to the Budapest Memorandum, I feel a strong responsibility on behalf of the United Kingdom to take all the action we can to support the people of Ukraine. But that is not the same as going around telling other countries what to do.
We've seen for some time what looks almost like a campaign on this issue. Now, I was just reading a report today that in the month of March, Europe has bought, I think, 15% more oil and gas from Russia than it did the month before. If you look at the major buyers of oil and gas from Russia, I think you'd find most of them are in Europe. We ourselves get the bulk of our energy supplies from the Middle East. About 7.5%, 8% of our oil from the US. In the past, maybe less than 1% from Russia. When oil prices go up, I think it's natural for countries to go out into the market and look for what are good deals for their people. But I am pretty sure if we wait 2 or 3 months and actually look at who are the big buyers of Russian gas and oil, I suspect the list won't be very different from what it used to be, and I suspect we won't be in the top 10 on that list.
Over a number of years, Europe prioritized cheap gas, cheap goods over looking at our long-term security. And we didn't do enough when Putin invaded Crimea. We didn't do enough to involve ourselves in the Minsk agreements, and we are now seeing the result of that. And necessarily, dependency on energy or dependency on technology takes time to address. So we're now removing Huawei from UK telecoms networks, but that takes time. We're reducing and eliminating our dependence on Russian oil and gas, and that takes time. Now, I think the biggest danger at the moment is that we let our foot off the gas on sanctions, and we can't do that.
Okay.
What I think the crisis in Russia or crisis in Ukraine has demonstrated is the resilience of democracy and of free people. We've also seen a huge response from democratic societies and indeed resistance in Russia. People being prepared to demonstrate in Russia against what is happening. So I think it has shown the resilience of free societies and the importance of being able to speak freely, the importance of being able to select your own government.
But if I were to sort of give you a global reading, I would say some of it also depends on proximity. Some of it depends on how strongly a particular country or society relates to what is happening. And again, the example I would use is Afghanistan. I think what we saw happening in Afghanistan last summer had a very, very strong impact, certainly in India. I probably would say it didn't have the same impact in Europe. I think people didn't necessarily relate to the coming of the Taliban the same way. They didn't identify with the people who were affected in the same way.
Okay. Now, I like the facts that Dr. S. Jaishankar, was bringing out, cause a lot of things they matter because of perspective. Like what we were saying on the issue of Afghanistan, like it affected India more than it affects the West side or Europe. So a lot of all these things, it's just depends on where it's affecting, where it's attacking and all that. But otherwise, man, they are both diplomatic, both got really sharp brains. You could hear, man, they were exchanging, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comment section down below. But love you all. Take good care of yourselves. Peace.